Hi guys, as promised, I am going to send you a little activity to keep you busy. Still dealing with the drawings that we've been doing in class. I'm really sorry we can't be together, but I will explain what you need to do, okay? And then you can rewind and you can watch this as many times as needed. And you can ask your parents or yourselves, you can take a picture of your work and post on the Facebook page, stephanievandam.com, so I can see what you've been up to. All right, so Thomas is my cameraman for today, and he's going to help us by coming closer to this side so I can show you what we'll do. Okay, so you will set up your working table with your sketchbook and your printout. It helps to have a ruler over here. You've got your pencils. Remember your beautiful pencils? Now is a good time to use them. I do most of my drawing with this pencil here. I find that I can get all the shading I need from it. But you have all of that to play with as well. So the way we're going to start, it's very simple. We are going to do a pair of lips because we've been investigating the human face, haven't we? So this is quite a chunky, meaty, thick pair of lips. You don't have to do them so thick, but I'll take you through the process. The first thing we're going to do is draw a vertical and a horizontal line. Now, the vertical line gives us distances here between the two sides of the lips, and the horizontal line will give us the parting of the lips in the end. One thing you will notice if you look closely, Thomas, can you look closely? Mm-hmm. If I put my ruler right here in line with the border of the paper, can you guys notice that this line is not straight? Do you notice that? It's closer to the ruler here than it is here. And if I do the same on this side, if I square my ruler up with the paper so I know it's straight, we can see that the vertical line isn't straight either. It's slightly arched, isn't it? Why is that? Because the face, can you see this sphere here? The face is a little bit like a sphere, isn't it? It sort of comes out there. If you imagine this is a profile, you've got the lips over here and the nose over here. It bows a little bit, and this is what those two lines are showing us, that the face is not a straight line. Can you see here? We don't need a straight line like that or like that, otherwise we're not going to get this roundness over here. Thomas, pay attention, of the face. My cameraman is a little bit distracted.
Oh, it's photo.
Okay, so the first thing we do is draw a line. So Thomas, if you want to zoom out so you can see what I'm doing.
Yes.
As I said, we don't want a straight line. We're going to do a slightly bow. I'm going to do it with the Sharpie so you can see better. You know, if you kind of do it like so, you get the archness of the lips. If you look at your template, you will see that the corners are darker. So let's make the corner darkest, because the corner of the lips are the darkest of the shading. And you might want to use at the end your 6B pencil to do that. Then what the template is telling us to do next is a V shape that will make this philtrum, that little bit, that gap here between the nose and the lips, called the philtrum, and that's what this V is about. So wherever you place it will give us the thickness of the upper lip, and then the bottom lip, we do a little semicircle there. Now you could bring that up if you didn't want it such big gap here, or you can make it as wide as this is. I'm going to try and make it as wide, so you do a little semi-arch there. The next thing to do then is to draw from the corners to the philtrum. Okay, so you go up and you try and round as you go up, and then you go back down this way. Now I didn't want to go all the way here because I thought I placed it a bit too far out. All right, and then you can start rounding it up. And then we do the same for the bottom, where we join up this bit here with the semicircle, and then we join up this darker bit here with the semicircle there. You can always erase, you know, if you're not happy with your lines, you can do all the tidying up. All right, so we do that there. Do some tidying. Then you will look now at the middle of the lips, the parting. Now the template here is showing us that there is a little dark bit there to give shape, and then this line goes down on a circle again, on a curve. So it goes down on a curve, up a bit, and then again a little curve here, and then we come back from the end and you join that up. So there's a lot of curves, isn't it? Curve up, curve down. Now the shading. You can use different pencils and you can have fun with it. You start by, the top lips are always the darker ones. So you have a darker area here and a darker area here, and the bottom lip is the lightest one because they tend to go forward a bit more, and you can see the highlights here. So those two areas are lighter. The upper lip and the bottom of the bottom lip there are the darkest bits. So you can start shading it as a one with your different pencils, and you can make that cast shadow down here if you like. And then where the lips meet up, there's always a shadow. Can you see that, Thomas? Mm-hmm. Yeah, do a close up here so people can see. Right there, there is always a shadow from the top lip onto the bottom lip. So you can work on that. And from now on, it's just a bit of fun of you looking at the template and deciding where you want to make it darker. The corner of the lips, always the darker bits. And then you can start, oh, I did it with a marker, so I can't erase those bits. Okay? And then you go darker. And then you soften. Remember that little white tool that you guys like to use? This is a good time to use it to gradually die down on the shading so it's not harsh. You can also use your putty rubber or a normal rub as well to pick up the highlights. Now on the template, where you will see here, if you look very closely, you see that there's some little lines, shadowy lines here, that gives the skin of the lips some texture. You can put that on, and on this stage here, you'll see how darker it is. So it sort of goes really, really dark there, doesn't it? Giving that round shape. See how the line goes round here? So when you shading, go in this direction, and that gives that sort of impression that the lips come in. And the same at the bottom here. And you can make it as dark or as light as you want. And then you can do the shadowing here as well on the philtrum. What else have we missed?
Maybe the curve this on the end of the lips.
And that was Thomas's phone. And again. Which curve?
The little curve. Where's it?
This here, this little dip there. Yeah, you can make that little dip there. There's lots to look at. So there is the shading here, the highlight, the filtrum, the highlight here. So have fun, okay, guys? And I look forward to seeing your work, and I'll post something else next week. All right, bye now.